Let's see how the other half lived in today's postcard from Carrickfergus Castle with Agnes McAteer. So what's for dinner here today then, Anya?
Well, if you'd lived here 100 years ago, you would probably stayed here 2 or 3 days eating constantly.
Sounds like the sort of place I should
Which doesn't actually differ much from nowadays, I think,
No,
and
it
the parties
doesn't.
can last so very long. There was a lot of things on the menu, a lot of meat, and a lot of very rude people about too. Obviously, you ate with your fingers in those days. And table manners were not very widespread either. You know, burping and spitting was very common and accepted by everyone. So
nothing changed there,
yes,
as we
well,
say.
we can think about it that way if you want, yes. King John is possibly one of the most famous people that ever stayed here in the castle, the only king of England to have ever stayed in Carrickfergus Castle. And he actually didn't come here for pleasure, because he was a very annoyed man when he arrived here, because his barons were taking too much liberties in those days, and they sort of wanted to separate themselves from England at the time, because they had made their own fame and fortune in here and just decided to become independent. So he had to come here himself and put things right.
Oh, that's why he came, was it?
This is why he came here, yes.
He had a lot of trouble with barons, the King John, with the Magna Carta and things.
He had problem with John the Course, and to get rid of him, he sent another of his barons over. This man was called Hugh de Lacy. But Hugh de Lacy got a bit of a taste also for fame and fortune and his own independence, and King John had to come here himself to, put everything back in order, like I said.
Would he have eaten in here then?
Oh,
King?
yes.
And you've still got King John here on his throne?
Yes, we do, yes, and a very particular type of throne too.
Because you've got 3 latrines here.
We do, yes, yes. Well, there's actually a few more, but those are the only ones you can see at the moment. The other ones have sort of disappeared. We can just about make them out now.
Oh.
I can show them later on if you want.
No, I think we'll take a look now.
Right, okay, no problem.
Well, we don't need to go, do we? You have a look.